Hey, welcome to Restaurant News Roundup. I'm your host, Jensen Cummings. This is your weekly spot for rapid fire, fast paced restaurant industry news. I'm going to get you 10 stories in under 10 minutes, keep you informed, and get you back to what's actually going to make you money. All right. This week we have Guy Fieri and Trump at a UFC event. We've got restaurant service fees. We're also going to be talking about The Bear with 13 Emmy nominations and more. This is one take, no refires. Stay with me. Here we go. Trump's encounter with Guy Fieri at UFC fight sparks mixed reactions. This is Oliver O'Connell, The Independent. Donald Trump photographed shaking hands and speaking with celebrity chef Guy Fieri at a UFC event in Las Vegas. Guy Fieri has long been able to stay fairly apolitical. Is that still the case? Trump supporters say that it made them respect Fieri more. Detractors of Trump criticized the meeting, with some saying that it ruined Fieri's reputation. And some just found it amusing, with memes about the two men's hair going viral. Quote, Trump in Flavortown, Benny Johnson, Turning Point USA, chief creative officer, in a Twitter post about the meeting. Very far right there. Question, does this hurt or help Guy Fieri within the restaurant industry? Let me know your thoughts. Next up, leveraging AI, RestoGPT builds restaurants' online ordering storefronts in a flash, by Bernadette Heier on Food on Demand. RestoGPT by Orderbyte is an AI automation platform founded by father-son duo Gary and Vincent Chaglasyan. Orderbyte automatically processes online orders across sales channels in one screen and assigns on-demand delivery to drivers while integrating with third-party APIs and point-of-sale systems. RestoGPT can generate an online order storefront within 2 hours, providing all the necessary back-end tools, including built-in payment processing, menu management, marketing tools, custom reviews, and an AI order delivery manager. Quote, AI is making it easier for restaurants to sell food online, and this is a trend that is only going to continue in the future. My question, how is your restaurant currently utilizing AI, or have you not adopted the new technology? Let me know. Next, DoorDash, Grubhub, Uber Eats sue New York City over minimum delivery pay increase. Anarin Klein restaurant dive. The judge grants temporary injunction against New York City delivery driver pay rule. The wage rule, requires delivery firms to pay workers $19.96 an hour by 2025, the latest development in regulatory battles between aggregators and the city. The question, will third-party food delivery platforms have to raise fees if regulations go through? This is for customers and for restaurants. Tyson drops no antibiotics ever labeling on chicken products due to resistance. Chris Casey, Food Dive. Tyson Foods, the largest chicken producer in the world, says that it is doing this because the labeling is no longer accurate, as some antibiotics will be used in its chicken, but only to treat sick animals. The decision comes amid calls for greater transparency in the poultry section after last year's highly pathogenic avian influenza outbreak. The outbreak led to culling of nearly 60 million flocks, and it raised concerns about the use of antibiotics in poultry production. Do you think it's important for chicken products to be no antibiotics ever? What's your expectation? All right, next, Ben & Jerry's customers call for boycott after woke ice cream makers' July 4th message demanding the U.S. return stolen indigenous land, starting with Mount Rushmore to the Lakota. This is by Stephen Lepore and Daily Mail. Quote, this January 4th, it's high time we recognize that the U.S. exists on stolen indigenous land and commit to returning it. The tweet sparked immediate backlash from many who accused Ben & Jerry's of being anti-American and of disrespecting the country's founding fathers. Further criticism has come, citing that Ben & Jerry's own headquarters is on native lands. Now, praises have come from some Native American groups and other liberal organizations, referring to the company's willingness to speak truth to power. My question, what are the advantages or disadvantages of food companies making political statements? Let me know your take. Death by 1,000 service fees, by Amy McCarthy, an eater. Service fees, extra charges, and tipping are confusing customers on what their meal actually costs. Sticker shock from restaurant bills has become an issue for many customers. Some restaurateurs like Danny Meyer and Chef Corey Lee have strong opinions on the matter. This quote from Amy McCarthy: restaurants are the only industries in which customers are responsible for ensuring that all workers in an establishment are paid a fair wage at all. Big question: what needs to be done with the restaurant business model concerning tipping, service fees, and employee conditions? All right, next we're talking Waffle House employees in South Carolina go on strike over dangerous working conditions. This is from Joanna Fantozzi in Nation's Restaurant News. A Waffle House restaurant in Columbia, South Carolina, supported by the Union of Southern Service Workers, is demanding higher pay, better working conditions, and fairer scheduling. Waffle House itself has declined to address the strikers' demands directly. Quote, "We are working for scraps and pennies," Waffle House server Naomi Harris told the Post and Courier. "We can barely buy the basic necessities that we need to live off of. We can barely take care of ourselves." Are you in support of workers' strikes or not? Want to know your opinion. Next, SNAP cuts. What drastic measures are people taking after $23 billion reduction? Josephine Nesbitt, Yahoo Finance. The SNAP, or Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, benefits boost, was put in place during the pandemic, has expired, resulting in an annual $23 billion reduction in food and beverage aid. SNAP participants are taking drastic measures to make ends meet, including reducing their spending on non-food items and turning to fast food and junk food options. Does this help the big food corporations by driving poor people to have to consume more cheap and low-quality foods just to survive? Really want to know your thoughts on that. Next up, Chipotle tests robot that can prepare avocados to make guacamole faster. Amelia Lucas, CNBC. Chipotle has developed a robot called Avocado that can cut, core, and peel avocados used in its guacamole. The robot could cut the prep time in half and save the company millions of dollars on avocados annually. Chipotle is also testing out other automation technologies such as Chippy, an autonomous tortilla chip maker by Miso Robotics. Quote, "Prepping avocados for guacamole routinely ranks as one of the employees' least favorite tasks," said Chipotle CTO Kurt Garner. "It is also one of the most dangerous duties in Chipotle kitchens, sometimes resulting in knife injuries." My question is: Chipotle's use of robots in the kitchen a sign of things to come for back-of-house labor? Are robots coming for your job? Lastly, The Bear breaks through with 13 Emmy nominations for season 1. It's by Stacey Lamb, ET Online. The Bear has been nominated for 13 Emmy Awards, including Outstanding Comedy Series, Outstanding Lead Actor for Jeremy Allen White, Outstanding Supporting Actress for Ayo Edebiri, and Outstanding Actor for Eben Moss Backrack, as well as nods for John Bernthal and Oliver Platt. Quote, "The Bear is a show that has captured the hearts of critics and audiences alike," said FX Entertainment President Eric Schreier. "We're thrilled that the Television Academy has recognized the incredible talent of this cast and crew, and we can't wait to see what they do next." My question to you: are the nominations deserved? Were there any snubs? And why is The Bear categorized as a comedy, not a drama? It definitely has created a lot of drama and triggering PTSD and a lot of connection to that show for people in the restaurant industry. All right, there we go. 9 minutes. Whew, that was rapid fire. Thank you for sticking with me. This is my, again, weekly goal, Fridays at 8 a.m. Eastern time, to bring you the news, to bring you the current affairs, breaking news that is important and relevant to you across the restaurant industry quickly. Let me know what other sectors, what other types of stories you want covered. You can also go to bestservedpodcast.com, where there'll be a recap article and links to the full articles as well. That's it. Appreciate you all. Cheers.